This is the Toward a New World podcast with your host, Corinna Stoffel. As a space for all things regarding the global, collective transition we are in, we have conversations about transition, separation, and connection regarding oneself, others, and the earth. The aim is to educate, empower, and inspire. Hello and welcome. Here we are again. And this is an interesting one for me. I have my TEDx talk coming up this Saturday. And being a perfectionist, I made an interesting discovery. Trying to memorize all the points that I want to bring up because I am a perfectionist. I don't want to forget anything. I stopped myself every time I was not right on target and started over again. And I did that for 2 days, and then I stopped and I thought about it and I said, so what am I practicing here? Am I practicing giving my talk by just talking? Or am I practicing, oh, I made a mistake, I need to start over? It's not really very helpful when you want to give a talk, I guess. So I realized that I need to just keep going, even if I'm winging it, even if the worst should happen that I forget a point. It'll still be a good talk. It still will work. So it's a subject that is dear to me, that I know really well. So what if it is not exactly in the same sequence as I had thought about or so? I will cover most of what needs to be covered in the context that I want to give the talk. But after that realization, I took some time and wondered, how good is it to be a perfectionist? Because it caused me quite some stress, let's put it simple. I had been expected to be perfect when I grew up and do the things right, and especially being the first one. So there is that part. Part of the perfectionism is also probably my own doing. But realizing those things, how much are people living their lives vicariously through someone whom they expect to be perfect because they would like to be perfect. They've realized they aren't, but that person is going to be perfect. So I vicariously can live through them. And how willing are we to take that on? Not really that helpful. And for me, looking back over my life, knowing that I was not perfect, I was hiding for a long time. I was not willing to step out and be seen until relatively recently, the last 2 years. But there's all those shoulds that are still in my head because I'm still a perfectionist. And yes, I have learned to let go of them the moment I become aware of the shoulds. That is my personal growth that I have accomplished. But how easy is this for someone who hasn't danced with that perfectionism, who still desires to be perfect. It's not that easy. I know it took me years to get to that point. And then, how many people do believe that it is possible to be perfect? Really? I mean, maybe a saint or guru can be perfect, but even there are not that many. And how much do we expect from others? And then as a result, judge them because they fail us by not being perfect. How much, actually, what does it mean to be perfect? Does it mean to have skills, to tell the truth, to have integrity, to have knowledge? I use my perfectionism in context with situations that are important for me. But there is also my definition on what that being perfect means in that context. What service do we do for people that we expect to be perfect? And they can't be perfect because none of us is perfect. We all have our flaws. We all have our shortcomings. So where do we go? Where does that leave us? Food for thought, I guess. So let me know what you think about perfectionism. I would really like to get some other people's perspectives on it. I know I have mine, and but I want to broaden my own understanding. So I would appreciate if you leave a comment and let me know where that is for you. And due to the fact that I need to pre-record this and set it up to go live tomorrow when I'm in the air flying to the town where I will be giving the TEDx talk. So wishing you the best, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.